think it's fair to say that Season 2 probably wasn't the best season we've ever had. But who cares, because we're in the Championship and we're going to absolutely destroy this league. So I apologise for my voice, it seems my throat started going. Okay, you can throw your jokes in the bin because I don't want to hear them. So Blackburn, Stoke and West Brom all sacked their managers, and what is worrying is the fact that I still have a job. See, I don't know why Spurs are bothering to sign Dirk, because I mean he's not going anywhere. Oh, for fuck's sake. Oh great, so we can't continue our rivalry in the Championship then. I'm now evens to be sacked. I don't think it's going to happen. See, what on earth has Berisha done to deserve a move to Brentford? But I've already started our transfer business for our first season back in the Championship. We have signed the world-class goalkeeper himself, Dean Kiley. And Berisha is signing for Brentford, so we are going to look back on his highlights at the club. I signed Berisha, and I'm actually unsure if I've signed the right one. I think that was a very well done highlights reel. I might just sign this player so I actually can give him a nickname. Simaldo. No. But we have signed our first player, and I've signed Adil Nabi from West Brom. It's a young striker, and as you can tell that I'm trying to build up a bit more talent because I don't want to start splashing the cash too much. Oh yeah, and I also signed Stephen Naismith on a free transfer from Everton. I know, how did I do that? It's the Proudy effect, everyone knows that. So, Scott Yarfield won Burnley Player of the Season, and well, to be fair, I mean, he was the only player that didn't piss me off all season. And the fixture list has thrown up us against Bristol City at home to start the season, so that's an easy 3 points. But then the second game, we're away at Charlton, the team we lost to in the FA Cup replay last season. I have to win the Championship title, that's the minimum expectation. This is more pressure than when I went on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire over the summer. Okay, Chris, for £64,000, can you please tell us who Proudy loves the most in his team? Is it A, Sordelino? Is it B, Tom Cleviesta? Is it C, Shola Amiobi? Or is it D, Danny Ings? Wait, is this a joke? Like, you can't ask me which player I like the most, since all of them are pretty much my favourite players at this team. You know, I can't choose. Like, I know this is for £64,000, but you can't make me choose, surely. So, the Capital One Cup has thrown me another tricky tie. I mean, I always get a difficult game in this competition. This seems to reflect the banking situation in England, where, like, if you screw over your company, you still get a massive bonus. Like, Danny Ings somehow managed to get a 15% increase on his wages, despite scoring 3 goals last season. So I've just held a team meeting and I said that we can achieve promotion this season, and the person leading the meeting is Tom Cleviesta, the player that said he wanted to leave all summer. So I've just seen Thomas Vermaelen on the transfer list and I put in a cheeky bid and it's been accepted, but I don't think he's actually going to join us, so we'll see what, I'll just offer him as much as I can and we'll see what happens.
What the fuck?
So you're probably asking, how have I signed Thomas Vermaelen from Barcelona for Burnley? And basically, you know, I gave him a rag of chloroform to smell and I stuffed him in the back of my car. See, I sold Coates to Bournemouth so he could get as far away from me as possible, because he is possibly one of the worst defenders I've ever managed in my entire career on Football Manager. Oh, and I also sold Kitely, so you can tell that I'm trying to get rid of all the deadwood in the team. Oh yeah, and talking of deadwood, Ben Mee still won't leave. So we've signed Paddy McNair on loan to replace the outgoing Coates. I think I've probably got, 4 times an upgrade on Coates with Paddy McNair. So we've also signed Mackay Steven from Celtic for about 500,000. It's probably a bargain in my eyes. I mean, Celtic aren't the best team in the world, are they? And all their players are League One standard, except for Mackay Steven because he's joined me. Oh, brilliant. If you ever lose faith in the English media, just remember the fact that they've put me clear favourites to win the title this season. So, Stephen Naismith twists his ankle and he's out for 3 weeks, which is fantastic preparation for our first game against Bristol City. Wait, what's this?
You serious?
See, I don't know why we keep playing tin pot teams like AC Milan. See what I mean? They're not even challenging us. You know what I love about Championship football? The fact that I have to play a Capital One Cup game 2 days after my first game of the season. Oh, it's nice to see that they've asked the blind contingent of the Burnley fan base whether I will succeed or not. Now, let's see if they can ask everyone else whether I will succeed or not. So, it's the first game of the Championship season, and as you can see, I'm playing a 4-5-1, but I've now moved the fullbacks into a complete wingback role, and that is pretty much it. I mean, that's as attacking as you're going to get with me. See, it's a shame that I'm losing my voice because I can't react to the goals as much as I want to. Not like it matters anyway. But Leroy Fer gives us the lead, and I think that is probably us done for the season now. Oh great, it's 2-0, which means I'm going to go into half-time 2-0, which is one of my pet hates about Football Manager. Oh, the second half was truly dreadful anyway, so it doesn't really matter. It was probably the biggest anti-climax in the history of anti-climaxes, because I'm sure a lot of you were expecting me to get beaten by Bristol City and get sacked. But hey, there's always next week when we have Charlton away. I think Series 3 is probably going to last about 2 episodes at this rate. Wait, I have to choose one. But there's 2 answers. There's probably 2 answers. There's probably 4 answers there which I could answer and they could all be right. Well, how do you know? I'm the one. This is about me. Fine, I'll choose. I'll say B, Tom Cleviesta. What do you mean that's wrong? It's my players.